Oh, hi everyone. Today's presentation's topic will be exploring the relationship between the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which are called SDG, and technical and vocational education and training, TVET. And we are from the Faculty of Education, City University, Malaysia. So let's talk about a briefly introduction. Firstly, a universal call to action. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) promote international cooperation among states to improve the quality of life for all people everywhere. Additionally, TVET contributes to several SDGs directly, such as the quality education (SDG 4), the decent work and economic growth (SDG 8), and indirectly by support various goals related to poverty reduction, gender equality, and climate change. From this perspective, TVET contribute to SDG, which we call the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, from various ways. Hence, the purpose of this paper is to delve into intricate relationship between the Sustainable Development Goals and higher vocational teacher education, to propose the strategies for enhancing the quality and the effectiveness of HVTE programs, how to create a better environment, how to create better additions for higher vocational teacher education to enhance the, the quality and the effectiveness of it is the purpose of this paper. And by examining how HVTE can align with the contribution to the SDG, this paper aims to provide insight into how vocational teacher education can better prepare educators to empower students with the skills and the knowledge necessary to address global sustainability challenges. Secondly, let's go to the problem statement. From the perspective of SDGs, while it's important widely, but it does not seem to have much impact on China's education, particularly in technical vocational education. The belief is that doing so will not, but if we can we can support this SDG, it will not only improve education, but also help identify ways to enhance it further. Several factors made it challenging for individuals to gain the knowledge and skills necessary to achieve sustainable development goals, but TVET can help mitigate these difficulties. These challenges include unsustainable consumption and productive patterns. Outdated competence and qualification, a lack of recognition and assessment for skills acquired through non-formal means, and a general lack of awareness about sustainability. To address these challenges, China has taken steps such as the initiative training programs following the U.S. Conference on Environment and Development, and introducing education initiatives as part of China's Agenda 21 principle program. Then is the research objective of this paper. Firstly, we want to identify the relationship between China vocational training framework and SDG goals. And in the second part, or in the second idea, is to evaluate the curriculum of vocational training and SDG goals. And thirdly, but last but not least, is to address the implementation of vocational training, which is in line with relevant SDG goals. So let's talk about the connection between the Sustainable Development Goals and the TVET. The government usually uses TVET to assess individuals in finding employment, is to provide the private sector with staff, and to entice FDI. These responsibilities are under the purview of the through vocational education and training authority. Publicly supported institutions such as secondary schools, colleges, polytechnics, and universities are one option for implementing TVET. An approach that emphasizes particular application and hands-on learning is proven to be the most efficient means of transforming knowledge in technical subjects. As a consequence of catastrophic economic and financial crisis that engulfed the continent, which in turn produced broad adjustment in both the productive sector and the job market, the rate of graduate unemployment is increased. Even single one of the Sustainable Development Goals can call the concerted effort of the whole global community, including their thoughts, their ideas, their areas of expertise, technology, and resources. The policies and the regulatory framework for education in Nigeria are found on a foundation of faith in the sustainable growth goals, which will go a long way towards supporting human development across the country and in a society as a whole. The example of Nigeria has bring the idea that we can build a sustainable goal with our TVET, and they are going to work effectively together to help our society to achieve better consequences and to help the society to solve some real world situation, real world crisis. Here is our framework. So from the left side, we have a teaching methods, we have the problem structure development, we have the teaching framework. These two will lead to quality education. To provide quality education to students. The second one will be a learning process. It will lead to a responsible consumption and productive. And thirdly, we have education system and several approaches. These two will lead to the decent work and economic growth. But overall challenges in the system, like economic system policy changes and further policy impact, this leads to the idea of industry, innovation, and infrastructure. From this map, we realize that all the things we just mentioned will be the independent variables. And those independent variables, when they come together, they will find a way to become a mediating variable. Those mediating variables, when we sum them up, it will become the dependent variable, which is what we are talking today, again by again, which is a high vocational teacher education. By supporting high vocational teacher education career industrial, we will help this world become more positive, and we will make this world become better. This is the whole idea of this paper. So the relationship between SDG and TVET. Teachers, sorry, as scholars just already mentioned, that some teachers reported that incorporating sustainable related content makes learning more relevant, engaging, and impactful for the students. The scholars already mentioned that by doing this, the students are getting more, teachers are getting more, so it is more effective than everyone expects. Secondly, teachers highlighted that higher vocational industry play a crucial role in creating an environment conducive to UN Sustainable Goal integration. The integrating UN Sustainable Goals cultivated crucial thinking, problem solving, and teamwork skills, which are essential in nowadays to addressing the complex global challenges. The student can have we have a critical thinking, have a problem solving skill, and have the teamwork skills. Those are essential and the most important skill in nowadays. The study results highlight the transforming potential of aligning high vocational education with UN SDGs are effective and more powerful than everyone expected. Educators stress the need for holistic approach that goes beyond theoretical understanding to encourage particular applications of sustainable principles. So let's finally sum up all the information we just covered. Firstly, the journey undertakes to understand the impact of improving sustainability into vocational education has shed light on several pivotal insights that hold implications for educators, institutions, students, and the broader community. Through specialized education, teachers gain a broader perspective on global sustainability challenges, enable them to impact crucial knowledge and values to their students. Institutional support, coupled with innovative approaches to student training, to teacher training, and curriculum development, can effectively address these challenges and create an environment conducive to successful integration. From critical thinking and problem solving to emphasize and cultural awareness, students are equipped with the tools to become proactive agents of positive change in their professional and personal life. By embracing the UN SDGs as a guideline framework, educators, institutions, and policymakers have an unparalleled opportunity to create a generation of graduates who are poised to address the complex challenges of our time. So those are the references we use in this paper. And that's all for today's presentation. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening and watching. Hope you have a good day. Bye bye.